Good afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 7 video bringing you a BUZZWOLE team. Now, this thing doesn't even look like a Pokemon, but I'm so excited to use it here on the channel, and I'm really excited because it isn't your standard Assault Vest BUZZWOLE set. It's your Weakness Policy set paired with the Sylveon here with Quick Attack, which I'm very excited to try out. I mean, granted, I do have the Pixie Plate, so it is going to be hurting me a little bit more than it should be, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure BUZZWOLE can take a physical hit a lot better than a special hit. So BUZZWOLE essentially is going to be our Dynamax. Hopefully we'll get to use it throughout the battle. We also do have a stack attacker here just so we can set up Trick Room. Because BUZZWOLE is kind of in that awkward speed tier, right? It's like base 70 somethings. So it's not too fast, it's not too slow. So the Trick Room will help us kind of try to gauge the situation, see how fast my opponent's team is, and decide whether or not we need the Trick Room in that game. We do have the Finny here just so we don't get the burns on BUZZWOLE because that would ruin our Weakness Policy set. And, oh yeah, we're also running the Choice Specs Finny, by the way. We also do have the Rotom here, just so we can have that ground immunity. Not that, you know, BUZZWOLE is weak to ground, but it's always nice having ground immunity for stack attacker. And also having a way to deal with things like a Lucky, mainly a Lucky. And then to top it all off, we have an Amoonguss. Amoonguss is pretty much here to help us set up the Trick Room if we need redirection. Also, Spores are nice, but we just can't Spore with Finny on the field. But either way, that's the team. I hope you guys are excited to go ahead and try out this BUZZWOLE team with me. The rental code will be at the end of the video along with the description down below. And yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get started with the battle. Like and comment if you haven't already, and subscribe. Battle time. First game of the day against the Rain team. Rain team with a little bit of a Weakness Policy Metagross with Bulldoze Spectre is what I can tell from this. The good news is that BUZZWOLE loves this matchup. There is no flying types that I can see. I mean, there's a couple flying type moves. By couple, I just mean the Kingdra. So as long as we kind of deal with the Kingdra, we should be in a pretty good spot. I think a really solid lead for this team or against this team is definitely going to be the setup Trick Room. I think Trick Room is almost a must. So let's do it. Let's go Stack. Let's go Amoonguss. We'll bring in the BUZZWOLE in the back. And I think we'll top it off with a little bit of Sylveon. Like, Sylveon is not just good for proccing the Weakness Policy. It's honestly pretty good to play in Trick Room here. He does have a Dragon type. He does have, you know, a T-Tar, which is strange to have on a Rain team. But I guess he can, you know, play with the weather as he so pleases. I guess he does kind of have a dual package here. It's mostly the Sand team if you look at it. There's really only Kingdra to benefit from the Rain. The Metagross benefits from being the Sand just because, you know, you can do chip damage to your friends, but not to yourself. Regardless, I hope we get the strategy off. I'm going to try my best to resist the urge of Dynamaxing Stacka so I could Dynamax the BUZZWOLE. Because, let me tell you, Dynamaxing Stacka is very tempting. Very, very tempting. I also have to hope he doesn't leave with his Fake Out user. He ran out of time. At least it looks like they ran out of time. Okay, if they leave with Spectre, and what was the other one? Spectre Polito, they ran out of time. And then from that, we can also assume they don't have Kingdra and they don't have Metagross. Which means they have the T-Tar and the Rilla in the back? Okay, no, they didn't run out of time. They led with Kingdra and Spectre. So they have the Rain switch in. Which is okay, because we could just redirect this first turn and set up Trick Room. Like, Trick Room gets set up no matter what, which is amazing for us. They have no Finny on their team, so they can't even prevent me from putting everything to sleep this next turn. So we're sitting in a pretty good spot right now. They're gonna taunt. Okay, so I guess I can't put anything to sleep. Rest in peace. But hey, at least they didn't taunt the Trick Room. Amoonguss avoids the Muddy Water. Not that it matters too much, but I guess, cool. Stacka takes so much damage to that. My poor Stacka. That tells me Specs, though. That's a spread move. Muddy Water should not be doing that much to Stacka. Yeah, I don't know. That seems a little sus to me. Just a little sus. Let's go for the Rock Slide here just because we don't really need our Stacka for anything right now. And then we could also take the opportunity to Hard Swap in the Sylveon here. Hard Swapping the Sylveon does one of two things. If they decide to go for a Dragon move into my Amoonguss, which they could, Sylveon should be able to eat that up. And also, like any special move, Sylveon can really eat up. Followed by this Rock Slide. A double Rock Slide into both of my opponent's Pokemon is going to do, you know, a sizable chunk of damage. Followed by the Hurricane. Okay. Just the Hurricane. Like I said, Sylveon eats it up nicely. Followed by Shadow Ball as well. Perfect. They're playing into my hands. This is what I wanted. That's not what I wanted, but we'll take care of that in a second. Now the game becomes BUZZWOLE. Boom. Here's the thing though. We're gonna hold off on proccing my weakness policy for just a minute because yeah, I want to get rid of the Kingdra, to be honest. Also, just realized Trick Room plus Dual Wing Beat is probably not at play. But yeah, I should be able to get rid of the Kingdra by going for the Max Knuckle. And by going for this Hyper Voice here. Oh wait, but then I might hit the Spectre for no reason. Let's go for the Rockfall into the Kingdra, just in case my Hyper Voice ends up, you know, double KOing. Or just getting the K on the Kingdra, which it should, honestly. Withdraws the Kingdra. Okay, this is still fine. Into the Rilla. Rilla doesn't appreciate this, and it won't appreciate the Rockfall either. But I really wish I would have knuckled out here. I just wasn't expecting the switch out of the Kingdra. Regardless, my play here was just to try to KO this Spectre. The Spectre at +1 is still spooky. Doesn't matter if it Dynamaxes or not. We're actually going to be Dynamaxing first. I would find it really hard to believe they Dynamax the Spectre here, if I'm going to be entirely honest. Also, I don't have a bug move on BUZZWOLE, because I just thought that, you know, flying move was better. That's just my personal opinion. But now I'm kind of regretting it. We'll see now if he's assault vested. It might not be. That was a lot of damage that Rillaboom just took. This Rockfall might even KO here and give us the boost, which would be phenomenal. Get him! Nice! Free +1. We can quick attack ourselves the next turn and get ourselves to +3. BUZZWOLE looking like a complete snack. I love it. Oh, I love this so much. I had one practice battle before this battle, and I literally went against 4 Pokemon that all counter BUZZWOLE. It was like 2 flying types and 2 fire types. I was just like, okay. GG. So I was going into this battle a little bit less confident than usual, but I mean, I'm feeling pretty good right about now. Kingdra's coming back out, and it's probably going to be the Politoed sitting in the back alongside the Kingdra. The T-Tar. Different. Problem with T-Tar. He outspeeds, but I don't think he makes a difference. I'm going to target down this Kingdra because Kingdra has Hurricane. It could Dynamax and go for an Airstream on me, which would completely obliterate BUZZWOLE. BUZZWOLE cannot take a flying move to save its life. No, it's just going to be the Dynamax on T-Tar. Interesting decision considering I am a fighting type, sir. But hey, to each their own. But the thing is, if this is like a min speed T-Tar, I guess we'll find out in like a second. Kingdra's going to protect. I don't think this will save you. This is a +3 stab. Fighting move. And you're only at half HP. I think we break through the protect here and we destroy the Kingdra. We'll see now if BUZZWOLE outspeeds. Okay, that's a min speed T-Tar. Or at least not invested in speed T-Tar. You thought you could hurt the BUZZWOLE? Not today. We don't take out the Kingdra, but we can just quick attack that thing. Oh my goodness. And we're at +4. Oh, this is not a good day to be a T-Tar, let me tell you. That did no damage to BUZZWOLE. Wow. That's incredible. Just because I don't know if Sylveon outspeeds the Kingdra, we have to go for a quick attack here. I'm pretty sure quick attack still KOs at that health. So it shouldn't make much of a difference. Go for the Max Knuckle into the T-Tar spot, because why not? And we'll go for the quick attack there into the Kingdra. T-Tar will outspeed my BUZZWOLE, but seeing how little damage it did to me last turn makes me feel a little bit confident. Here's a quick attack. Well, pop. Taking out the Kingdra. Nice. And you guys want to see a T-Tar disappear? Because I want to see a T-Tar disappear. He's going to Max Rockfall again into BUZZWOLE. We're just going to eat it up. Not even at half HP yet. Followed by the +4 Max Knuckle Stab. That'll do it. That'll do it. I'm so happy that worked. I had so many doubts about this, but I'm so happy it worked. I think that deserves a like. If you guys think that deserves a like, you know what to do. On to the next battle. Ooh, that is a spooky team. That Celesteela is going to be a little bit difficult, and the double flying types are going to be a little bit rough for the BUZZWOLE, I'm not going to lie. This is definitely a Trick Room, though. I mean, is it, though? Because he's kind of still slow with the Clefairy after you. No, I definitely do think it's a Trick Room. For sure. Let's Amoonguss, let's Stacka. Let's Rotom Heat, and let's BUZZWOLE. It's a little bit spooky bringing BUZZWOLE here. BUZZWOLE would do nicely. To be honest, not against much. But hey, it's the title of the video, so we gotta do it. BUZZWOLE coming to every battle. I'm a little bit spooked of his double flying types and his Rotom Heat, and also the fact that we can't really touch his Dragapult at all. But, oh, and the Dragapult usually carries max Airstream. Oh no, we're in danger. Why did I pick BUZZWOLE? Okay, we might not Dynamax BUZZWOLE, but we brought it to the battle. I think this kind of has to be a Dynamax. It's either Dynamax Rotom or Dynamax Stacka game. At least in my personal opinion. Just because Stacka could deal with a lot of Pokemon on his team, especially the Rotom and his flying types. But so can my Rotom. But the Rotom kind of gets walled by that Swampert. So this is actually going to be a very hard battle. I could feel it. I could feel it in my bones. And In the Fog is playing. Oh no, we're in trouble. Goes for the... Oh, I've seen this! This looks familiar. My dude's running the Gyarados Dragapult. I don't want to say I invented this, but I had a pretty good influence on its inception. Let's go for Trick Room and Rage Powder. We'll take this opportunity to set it up, and we'll see where it goes from here. I think as long as we set up Trick Room, we inevitably stop this strategy from being good. I'm immediately worried that the Zapdos is just gonna go for the Thunderous Kick or go for the Coaching onto the Dragapult, which would slow me down a lot. I'm pretty sure if it goes for a Coaching, I don't know if my PokeBurm can save me from a G-Max or from an Airstream. The good news is... Wait, is that a Dynamax Zapdos? That was a Master Ball. Ain't no one catch their Dragapult in a Master... Oh, I guess he does. I guess my dude does. Never mind. If he raises his speed, I mean, I guess that's good for us, right? Let's just Rage Powder this. We don't Rage Powder the Coaching, which is sad, because that's the way Coaching works. No, it's just a Thunderous Kick. Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with the defense drop. But I'm okay with the fact that it wasn't Coaching. Followed by Max Wormwind. That's not good. It's going to take out my Amoonguss. But hear me out. It's not the end of the world yet. He's Life Orb. Okay, cool. We go back into Stacka. Set up the Trick Room. Who do we go into now? We surely cannot bring BUZZWOLE into the Dragapult. We need to remove the Dragapult from the game. I don't know a better way of doing so. Oh, the -1 on the Stacker hurts me there too. I'm gonna go for the Nasty Plot here. Maybe not. Maybe just take this opportunity to remove the Zapdos from the game. No, I'm gonna Nasty Plot. I gotta get a little bit greedy sometimes. I really want to Dynamax Stacka. I think I'm gonna. Just because Stacka can kind of stand in front of a Dragapult and not care too much. And I think that's kind of my win con, is keeping the Stacka alive so I don't have to swap in the BUZZWOLE yet. So Stacka's gonna Dynamax. He's earned it. Stacka's earned it. Then we'll get the Nasty Plot off with the Rotom, which could help us, you know, really come back from this. Because right now I feel like we're at a disadvantage. We are in Trick Room. So these next 4 turns, we at least have that upper hand. But, you know, losing a Pokemon first turn is never the ideal scenario. Anyway, let's go for the Max Rockfall into the Zapdos. Hopefully knock it out. No, that -1 makes a really big difference. Well, Zapdos is going to ruin my stacker right about now. Oh, no, that's really bad. There's the Wormwind. Zapdos is faster. We learned that last turn. Rotom literally dies. Almost. What the heck? Oh, I gotta love Dragapult, man. Currently at -2 attack with Stacka. Oh, we're in so much danger. Doubles into Rotom. No, that's really bad. I should have attacked. Should have just attacked. Knocked out the Zapdos. I really thought they were gonna want to take down the Stacka. I guess clearly not. Well, anyway, it's BUZZWOLE time. I have to protect first turn. I don't have an option. And then I have to go for a Rockfall into Zapdos, because again, I don't have an option. I have to just pray that I can live a max Airstream through Protect. It is 4 times effective. That's a very strong Dragapult. Probably max attack with Life Orb. So it is not a it's not a favorable situation to be in right now. Oh boy. I said this in the beginning of the meta. I was like, guys, Dragapult's still gonna be a threat. It's never changing. When you have a fast dragon, you have a problem. And here we have Dragapult. Withdraw Zapdos. It's a fairy. I was thinking about Steel Spiking too. I just didn't. Okay. Now this is where we pray that for some reason he's a special Dragapult. But that makes no sense if he was. And he doesn't have Fly. That's good damage. Is that a crit? Because we're at -1. That is a crit. Nice. We take those as much as we can. Another Max Wormwind. We are at -3. But the good news is, no Fly. That's very interesting. Now, we still have one more turn of Dynamax. I think Clefairy's low enough to where we can actually go for the Max Knuckle. Take out the Fairy, get our BUZZWOLE back up to +1, and be in a pretty good spot here. But what move do we go for? I guess Dual Wing Beat is technically the stronger move. So we'll do that. Dual Wing Beat into Dragapult, followed by Max Knuckle into Fairy. I really hope a -3 Max Knuckle from a stack attack is enough to KO the Fairy. This will also make it so that our stack attack goes back to -1 if we get the KO, which is nice as well. Because we got double Ultra Beasts on the field right now. They still have a whole dang team in the back, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll try our best to make this as close as possible. Dragapult protects. Makes sense. But thankfully this Max Knuckle should get the KO. Or not. I mean, I do fix my stats at the very least, right? Huh. Moonblast. Well, thanks for the weakness policy. What was that fairy damage? Sir? Hello? I think we have one more turn of Trick Room though, so that's at least good. Oh, my BUZZWOLE is like destroyed right now. And I'm not appreciating the sand that I set up for myself. Yeah, this is like a double Rock Slide turn. I can't think of a better play. But I'm gonna be in some serious danger if that Galarian Zapdos comes back, which it will, obviously, and my Trick Room isn't up. And I think my opponent realizes that, and that's why they swapped it out to begin with. They're like, the only way I'm getting rid of the Stacka is if I have this Galarian Zapdos waiting for it in the back outside of Trick Room. Because I was really targeting it down for that very reason, because I didn't like it. Helping Hand, boosting. Thankfully, this shouldn't matter, because this should result in a double KO. I say should. Take out the fairy, go to +1. And now we have a +2. Yeah, +2. BUZZWOLE going for Rock Slides. Should take out the Dragapult here. Beautiful. Alright. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. BUZZWOLE is now at +3. But we're at like 2 HP. My only hope is that one of his last 2 Pokemon are very slow, and he doesn't expect me to have Sash on Stacka. Okay, wait. This ain't over. This ain't over. He's gonna dump everything he has into the Stacka right now. What I gotta do is commit to KOing the Zapdos. I'm gonna go for the dual wing beat on Zapdos. And then I gotta try a Trick Room. I guess I could go for Rock Slide on Zapdos too, right? That doesn't actually change the outcome. But no matter what I do, I have to Trick Room. Or do I just go for double Rock Slides? Because what does Celesteela do to Stacka? I don't know. Let's go for Trick Room. Let's try to be safe. Let's just go for Trick Room. And let's hope the Zapdos goes into the Stacka. Yes, good. Good. We have the Sash. Now we need him to... Oh, he outspeeds. Why does he outspeed? Why do you have speed investment? Why? Okay, are you guys ready for the next play? I call this the hit every single Rock Slide flinch game. This is the only way we do it. That sand, that makes me a little sad because that was chip damage that I'm not receiving anymore. On the Zapdos, at least. I have to now hit every single Rock Slide flinch until the end of time. Until that Celesteela goes from max HP to 0 HP. Granted, I should have probably brought Rotom here if I saw Celesteela. But, hey. They brought all 3 flying types. Or not all 3 flying types. They brought, like, all 3 potential flying moves that they have on their arsenal against my team. We double connect with the Rock Slide. I don't take out the Zapdos, but I need flinches. Nope, Flash Cannon, GG. Rest in peace. BUZZWOLE can't defeat them all. I guess that's the issue with BUZZWOLE, right? You have your good matchups, you have your bad ones. In all honesty, I should have just brought Rotom there, right? But kind of give myself a little bit of a handicap. Anyway, forget about that battle. On to the next one. Okay. Only one flying move in sight. And that's the Dragonite. That's doable. I feel kind of comfortable with that. My biggest issue is that Weezing is going to take away all my pretty little beast boosts. And it also takes away my Pixelate, which turns off my Sylveon, you know, weakness policy procking thing. Which is bad. Bright news. Let's think about some positives. Trick Room is pretty good here. How are we going to KO the Weezing? Like, Weezing is going to be so hard to KO. We don't have a ground move in sight on this team, which is a little bit bad. But I think I have to prepare myself for this Dragonite before everything. And the one way to do it is by setting up a Stacka. Problem being, they have an Intimidator, which can just, you know, abuse that. So I think my win con is actually Stacka Finny. BUZZWOLE on the back. Because BUZZWOLE still does take care of his Urshi, still does take care of his Umbreon as well. And I think this might be a Rotom Heat game. I think just because of the fact that they have the neutralizing gas to prevent our whole, you know, weakness policy procking thing. Let's just not bring it and hope they break it on their own. I mean, bug fighting has so many weaknesses anyway. They might just end up breaking it on their own. Also, just not realizing it, because everyone just assumes it's going to be... Oh, he leads with his Intimidator, but doesn't have Intimidate. That's funny. Interesting. I think we Trick Room here. I can't really think of another scenario in which we don't Trick Room here. I do believe Trick Room is our kind of win condition. So let's Trick Room and Muddy Water this. Let's assume Weezing either switches or protects or taunts. It's probably going to be a taunt. If it taunts, whatever. We waste their first turn of Weezing. We get some free damage off on both their Mons. I'm not too worried. It's going to actually fake out the Stacka. Is this like a fake out taunt turn? That'd be so weird. Because the Weezing didn't protect either. Look at that Specs Finny damage. What? We get the accuracy drop on the instant as well. Oh no, you should have faked out the Finny, buddy. If he's taunting here, then yeah. Toxic okay. Burm? Hello? Okay. Just trying to make sure I was the only person that saw that. Anyway, if he has spikes, I guess he doesn't have taunts, right? Let's keep trying to trick him up, and let's keep going for Muddy Water here. I don't see any other play. Withdraws Incineroar. Goes into who? Rilla. Makes sense. I ain't mad about it. I respect it. Weezing protects. I'm just able to get Trick Room up here. I'm trying to consider all possible outcomes. He doesn't have Grassy Glide right now. But say he hard swaps the Weezing. I think that Rillaboom's typically outspeed. Oh no. Okay, so I think we should switch Finny, is what I'm thinking. We shouldn't even play that game. Just in case they hard swap the Weezing out to get the Grassy Terrain up. I think my Finny is slower than his Rilla, so I'll get the Misty Terrain before him in Trick Room, which means he'll be sitting on the Grassy Terrain, which then means I will probably die. So let's go for the Gyro Ball onto the Rilla. Actually, let's go for Rock Slide since we have nothing to lose. We know at least one of the Pokemon he has in the back doesn't want to switch in on that. And if he's gonna be going for Grassy Glides, I think BUZZWOLE is an amazing option. We're gonna poison ourselves because of the Toxic Spikes, but hey. Oh well. At least it's not burn. At least there's no scorching spikes or anything you could set on the field, because that would be toxic. Gotta go for the fake out on the BUZZWOLE. We're gonna eat it up. Followed by the Rock Slide. Doing a nice amount of damage to both these Mons. Getting the nice flinch too. Potentially stopping the second layer of spikes. Not bad, not bad. Now what are my options here? My options are just Gyro Ball the Weezing, get rid of it. And then just to make sure the Weezing goes away. Or I guess we could Knuckle the Rilla. A Knuckle on Rilla should be enough to KO. And we also know the Instant in the back doesn't want to take the Knuckle. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if Gyro Ball KOs the Weezing, since Weezing is typically not the fastest Pokemon in the world, right? We are like min speed on Stacka, but still. Stacka's like what, base 13, 17, like some dumb low speed. So let's hope that Gyro Ball ends up doing the max amount of damage. Like I could just keep going for Rock Slides over and over, but Rock Slide isn't a high damage output. And it's spread move on top of it, so I really doubt that KOs a very defensive Weezing. Anyway, well, it's Dynamax or BUZZWOLE. Our opponent has not yet Dynamaxed, which is interesting. But hey, that's up to them. We're gonna go for the Gyro Ball here onto the Weezing. Maybe knock it out? Gonna knock it out. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then neutralizing gas wears off. Grassy Terrain gets set up, which mitigates my toxic damage, mind you, which is really nice. Gonna get that free beast boost onto Stacka as well. And now this is a max Knuckle. Gonna get a second boost onto Stacka. This is why this can get toxic over and over. Okay, I got two Pokemon right now sitting up +2 on the field. I am in a perfect position. This is as good as life gets right about now. 2 double beast boosted boys. 1 Pokemon in the back that's gonna, you know, intimidate us back down to negative to +1, but still, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good stat multiplier. +1 is still better than a +0. Now show me what your last is too. There's the Ensign. Oh, I forgot that I even got it done to half health. Oh yeah, the Finny. Ensign Urshi. Ensign Urshi. Water Shifu. Got it. Alright. Well, my stack is terrified. Because this is kind of like a brainless play for them. They could just fake out Stacka and then go for, you know, fighting move. I don't know if I care though. I have like my whole team in the back at full HP. Like, I don't know if I care. I'm gonna go for the rock side because I don't think I care. And then I'm gonna go for the max airstream onto Urshi. Just because I'm more threatened by Urshi right now. I'm a little bit afraid of Urshi, not gonna lie. I would have max knuckled if it was a dark, but it's a water. So let's go for the airstream instead. Like BUZZWOLE, just like... Urgh. Oh yeah, they have the Dynamax. Whoa, okay. This is gonna have to be the Dynamax Urshi, right? There's no other play here. I see this, I seldom see this Pokemon so much that it's so weird to see its sprite. You never see Urshi Dynamax, let alone a Water Urshifu Gigantamax. So there's the fake out into Stacka. I don't think I'll be able to KO this now. So that was his most optimal play. I'm not even saying. Ooh, so close. Was that Sash? It was Sash. I would have been able to KO. Wow, that's honestly respectable from you know, from BUZZWOLE. G-Max Rapid Flow will probably KO my Stacka.
KO my Stacka. KO my Stacka. KO my Stacka.
My boy with the secret sash. Ooh. Ooh. Not even bad, man. That was really good. My boy with the secret sash. Okay. We're still in Trick Room, right? I think this is just a body press on Ensign. And this is just a knuckle on Urshi. And that should be a GG. Dropping the pen. Dropping the controller. We're done with this game. And that's all she wrote. Oof, that felt good. The Stacka surviving there with the secret stash. I don't know if that's like, if that makes Urshifu look depressing or if that makes Stacka look great. Anyway, here's the body press. Taking out the Ensign. Now this should be BUZZWOLE to close off the game, close off the video, close off the day. Getting our beast boosts right when they don't matter. With a max knuckle, fist to the face, showing who the superior fighting type is versus Urshifu. And that's a BUZZWOLE video, folks. I'm not gonna lie, this video was very difficult to get. There were some battles that I could not include here because they were just very painful to watch. But I had a great time with BUZZWOLE. I think this team is very fun. It's a nice change of pace if you guys are tired of playing meta stuff. And here's the rental code right here on your screen. Make sure to grab it while it is out because it is out for a limited time only. So yeah, make sure to go ahead and pick up the rental code while you're at it. If you guys have made it this far into the video, first I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much because you guys are the true Pokesports fans. It does make me very happy that you did spend your whole time watching this video. I mean, that's like every YouTube creator's dream, that you guys spend the whole time watching the video because it shows that we're creating content that isn't hard to watch, right? Also, if you guys are interested, we got this Patreon exclusive shirt coming out soon. I think it should be the collector tier on patreon.com/Pokesports podcast. Check it out there. It's pretty cool. It has me fishing, me and Mike fishing, Mike catching a Dracovish, and me catching a Magikarp. Kind of does symbolize our luck. But anyway, yeah, that's my shameless little plug. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you again tomorrow for some Reggies. Oh, little spoiler. We got a Regice and a Regirock. Not Regirock. We did Regirock already. Got a Regice and Registeel video coming out soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyway, I'm Kevin. This is Pokesports. Have a great night. Peace out.